Buddha nature. So it is inside us somehow, somewhere. And listeners, viewers of this podcast, if you have watched, listened the previous episodes, we have discussed about Buddha nature a lot, about mechanics of it, ins and outs of it, and techniques leading to recognition of it, practices leading to stabilizing it, establishing it in our body mind, in our lived daily life. And this is a continuation of those episodes, taking it one step further to a point where there's no further to go. So light body or rainbow body or immortality as it is known is the second and last stage of full enlightenment. Maybe as an introduction, viewers, listeners, you may or may not, but it would be probably good to listen to the previous episodes because, and especially the Mahasiddha interviews that have been published since late 2022. These interviews have been done by Chris, who is one of our wonderful Sangha members. So he's interviewed members of our community, members of Amrita Mandala Sangha, who have attained emptiness, attained wisdom stage, which is the first stage of full enlightenment. So the way how it works, the way how our system works is that there are two different modalities or two different parts to full enlightenment. And the first part is wisdom emptiness. The term emptiness comes from Buddha Dharma, from Buddhism, and you could use synonyms for that term. Wisdom, if you really stretch it, you might use selflessness, but selflessness, it's to be exact, it comes from the classic vehicle of Buddhism, not the greater vehicle, Mahayana. But if you really stretch it, you could speak about emptiness, selflessness, wisdom. And in my little book that I'm about to finish on this topic, I've called it Wisdom as Basis. Wisdom as Basis. So if you happen to find this discussion we're about to have with Simha and have no idea about these terms or what I've just said, you really should go back to listening to previous episodes, and I would recommend you to read the 3 books that we have available on Amrita Mandala website: Awake, What's Next, and Buddhas Among Us. That explains all this, explains wisdom as basis from one step to the next through the whole wisdom side of enlightenment. So it's been there explained in detail, everything laid out, and even most of the practices have been openly given in those books. So